Okay, God had something He had me write, and I'm just going to read it, so stay with me. God was telling me, I don't need for you to need less or want less. If you have greater needs or even higher wants, that will mean that you'll have to trust me and lean on me even more. And He wants that. Some of us come to our Father like a beggar when He has all the power and limitless resources. He showed me to think about if we were a billionaire CEO and we're a parent and our kids come to us and they were like, oh, I'm sick and I'm missing work like a grown child and I can't work, but I hate to ask you for anything, but if you could just let me have a little food just so that while I'm sick, I won't, go hungry. If you could just give me that, but no more help, nothing more. I don't need money. I don't need, rent. It's okay if I go homeless. God would be insulted if we would be insulted if our kids treated us that way and didn't come to us for help. But we treat God that way because we're like, give me the bare minimum, God. I'm sorry to bother you. I won't want as much. I won't need as much. I'll give up on my wants and I'll only focus on my needs. We treat Him like He's not enough. We treat Him like He's not a loving Father. Anyway, that would be insulting to us as a parent, and it's insulting to God. So playing small and trying to want less and need less and be more self-sufficient and independent, we think we're doing God a favor when we do that, but we're not. God said, can you have faith for more than just sheer survival mode? You've had faith in the wilderness, but did you know that life in the promised land requires a whole new level of faith? You've had faith that you'd be fed manna. Can you have faith for defeating the giants and harvesting the land when you go into the promise? In the wilderness, they had food daily, but they didn't have any variety. They had clothes and shoes that didn't wear out, but they never got anything new. They were safe from the rule of Pharaoh, and they were no longer slaves. But in the promised land, they were free, but they also had to defeat giants to possess the land, to work and harvest the land. They had abundance, but it wasn't like manna where it was handed to them every day. So different levels have different levels of faith, different types of faith. They require different things from you. And they require a different level of depending on God. It's kind of like the difference between renting a home or owning it. There's different blessings and benefits, but there's also different responsibilities. When you rent, the repairs are part of the rent. If you have something that has to be repaired, if you own, you have to fix it and pay for it yourself. Okay, move on to the next part. I have to stay on track. To go to a higher level and to receive and own more, you have to have a different type of faith. It's either that or you stay small and you stay stuck. So we have to go higher, and we have to change the way we think. We all want a life where we have everything we want without ever having to live through faith. But you can either walk in faith through suffering, poverty, lack, and loneliness, or you can walk in faith in abundance, health, and everything that you need. Both require faith. Both of those things have battles. It's just like being single has good and bad aspects, and also being married has benefits and drawbacks. But they both require faith. They both require commitment. So you can stay small and you can keep believing God for your bare minimum in your survival mode, or you can raise your faith to a higher place and ask Him and believe Him for more. But He's not more happy with you if you play small and you ask for less. He's actually happier with us when we believe for more and bigger. Choose your blessing, but know that you're choosing your challenges as well. No matter the version of your life that you have, it's going to require faith and reliance on God somehow. There's no getting around it as a Christian. We can stay content with status quo, but we'll never move forward. We'll never grow. Our life will be stagnant, and stagnation is a step away from death. You either grow and move forward, or you stay still. And if you stay still, it's just like stagnant water. Things die. Nothing can live in water that isn't moving. We can continue stretching our faith to move forward, but we have to give up the idea that once we receive the things we prayed for, that we won't have to have faith anymore. I think it's easy whenever you've had to press into God for your sheer existence to think, oh, when I finally, like for me, when I finally get healed and I'm able to work full time and I'm able to do all these things, I won't need so much help financially from God or physically because I'll be capable. And in my mind, that's part of why I want the promises He's given me. But God doesn't want me to get to that better place so that I'll become independent and not need Him and not ask Him for things. He wants me to get to that place so then I can take the same faith I had in the wilderness, in the sickness and the poverty, and use that same faith to now believe Him for bigger things, for more, for ways to give to others, to do ministry, to have better things and share better things. Not so that I can go, okay, phew, I'm independent now. I don't need to pray and ask God for anything. So just apply that to your life. I hope that helps.